They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
This is the 8th play of this long drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Wants to throw. It's Klubnik. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And that's a great job by this defense. You don't care about yards anymore. Yards are arbitrary. Let them drive down the field, so be it. You want to keep touchdowns off the board, and they might have just done that with a sack right there.
He'll set up to throw. Pressure coming. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. The give to the back. Nice move to pick up yardage. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. And those hairy dogs taking a bite out of another 1st down.
You don't usually find Georgia teams that complicate things. They know who they are, and it starts with running the football, establishing the line of scrimmage. That's what the dogs do.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Lovett. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Dogs! And once he got loose, it was all over.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. Splits those uprights right in half. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Maffa. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
They're setting up the screen. At the 35, just causing wreckage in the secondary. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Phenomenal play call by the offensive coordinator. You're calling screen passes to take advantage of a good pass rush, and that's exactly what happened. The offensive linemen, they just let those defensive ends run up the field. Quarterback did a perfect job holding on to the ball to the last possible second, getting it out to his running.
Fires into traffic, it's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
From the gun, the running back has it. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
They've got the screen set up. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. He's looking to throw it. They're trying to get to it. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Looking down the middle. Fires the pass. Intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. 1st down. He wants to throw. Trying to get to it. That's reeled in. It's grinding stool. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Clemson. He'll try to tack on 1 more. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll call for the fair catch here. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And he's got it! Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And he tacks on the extra point. So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it out. It's Maffa. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Makes the grab. It's Brown. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Back to pass. It's Klubnik. Quickly out to the tight end. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. They'll immediately call timeout. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Grab near the sticks. It's Brown. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Man, these in-breaking routes are so hard from these slot guys because you're so worried about them flying up the field vertically. Nice job sitting down, breaking in, finding a little hole, making a catch.
That is no good. And here in the third quarter, it is still a tie ball game. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Pocket starts to collapse. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
That's a big-time play on the D-line right there. And listen, you know, they've had a lot of NFL guys in recent years up front. William the Fridge Perry, old-school Clemson great on the D-line. He'd be proud of watching that performance on that last play. This guy
fires into traffic, intercepted. Trying to take it back. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Clemson. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. Fair catch called for and made. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Gonna run it. It's Etienne. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Looking to throw, it's Beck. Gets it out fast. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia.
Nothing but green ahead. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The give from the gun. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Got out of trouble and throws. And they can't make the play on third down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Line of scrimmage is at the 28. That would make it about a 45-yard field goal attempt. They're going to go for it instead on fourth down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. On the ground, it's Etienne. Nifty little dance step.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's got it again. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They're about to snap it for the 9th play on this drive, and they need a yard on third down.
Nice play call, QB sneak, yet another first down. And this offense, they've been on the field for some time now. They're helping their defense out, giving them some wins so that when they get back on the field, they'll be ready to play with their hair on fire.
Power football with the run. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Clemson 21, Georgia 14.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Dropping back, it's Beck. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Into the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Georgia.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. He gets a block. He's got an alley. They eventually chase him down, but what a spectacular return that almost went all the way. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Out of the gun, the give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Got it behind the line. It's grinding stool. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. Fires deep toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. The offense has plenty of time in this final period. They'll try to break this tie. They'll try the run. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Looking to throw, it's back. He makes the connection. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Big first down sack for the defense, brings up second down. Throws to the tight end. It's caught. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. The Dogs have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Try and play action. Fires on the move. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. It's the 4th quarter. It's a tie ball game. You need a stop. What an unbelievable job. Forcing the interception, creating offensive opportunity for your offense to go out and win this ball game.
Caught on the outside. It's Moore. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Finds his back in the middle. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught near the sideline, it's Brown. Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hand. So I like the idea on offense of trying to get this guy the ball quickly to see what he can do out once he has.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The defense snatches it, and they're going the other way. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going up just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get ready.
Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. Here comes the field goal unit. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Celebration erupts on the sideline as they take the lead in the final seconds. That late clutch field goal put them on top. They can almost taste victory if they can keep them from scoring to tie or win the game. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going up top here late in the game. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one instead. It's second down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a...
Welcome between these hallowed hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, home to the Georgia Bulldogs. Where they've had a little chicken, they've had a little drink, and friends, it's time once again to let the big dogs eat. Today, a top 25 matchup on hand, two of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Offense getting set for first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly complete. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The transition of Alabama quarterbacks over the years has been fascinating, from the dreaded game manager label to playmaker.
To playmaker, to spread it out, to Heisman winner. I mean, that's how much this offense has changed.
And that pass intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
All right, good news, the game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is that you've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception. The quarterback's going to have to be more dialed in with his decision-making in this game.
First down for this offense. Hand off from the shotgun. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
On the run, it's Etienne. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. Coming to the line looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Evans. Put it right on him, sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming after him. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Relying on that running game as they threaten a pickup of 4 down to the 13. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking for a man. It's Beck. They're bringing heat. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Great timing by the defense there. Obviously, the offense has the ball in the red zone, and you're trying to create a negative play to back them up. They do that with the sack, and if they're now going to try a field goal, it's going to be a little more work for the kick.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline.
Trying to get behind the defense. And he makes the catch inside the 10. They'll mark him down right there, and how about that play and picking up a chunk of yardage?
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Didn't take him long to get into the goal-to-go package. Here they are on first down. Fires to the end zone, and he intercepts it. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
Well, the defense is feeling it now, right? 2 picks in 2 straight drives. Their guys have been all over the field making plays when the ball's in the air. D coordinator's got to love that.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Finds the tight end. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Going downfield for the big play. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. They'll run for it on 4th down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. A first down for the offense. He's going to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's dealt.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Georgia 3, Alabama 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work.
42 spike.
Leaves it with the running back. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. They'll ride the hot hand. No, he just flat ran over it. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Quickly to the tight end. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? He sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella. I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. It's Beck. Throws for the tight end. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Love the competitive nature by the defender on that play. That's just a 50-50 ball, and that defender swatted it away.
From the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the middle. Got him, and nobody's close. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. And the Dogs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, that linebacker timed that play so well. I'm surprised the running back even held on to the football. They're lucky that was only a tackle for loss.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
In that 2nd down play, the defense, I think, was expecting pass. So you saw them come firing upfield. They use their speed. They use their athleticism. They win the one-on-ones, and they get a big-time sack.
He caught it. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house it, but the defense tackles him at the 3. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that 1st down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those 3rd down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
They'll send out the kicker here. He was on target with his first kick, and this one ought to be easy from 20 yards away. It's good. So they get the field goal. Now about to kick it away, and you got to stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Tide offense rolls onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Carmen. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Dumps it to the back. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Dude, 2 drives, 2 INTs. I don't know who the backup quarterback is, but I might start thinking about doing something there. Goodness gracious.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. 3rd and long. They dial up the perfect coverage and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Feeling some heat. Looking down the left side. Oh, and he he gets downfield for the big catch. Oh, look out. Touchdown time. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And man, what a game-changing type play. The offense throwing the football deep in their own end, and they're probably thinking to themselves, hey, let's just get some more space. Let's try to get a first down and give ourselves room to work with. What an individual effort by the receiver after he had the ball in his hand, taking it all the way, coast to coast on that touchdown.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Fair catch called for and made. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a single.
7, Georgia.
Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. After the lack of production in the first half, plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think you stay calm. I think you make adjustments, Jesse. I think you realize what they're doing to us and how can I attack that. But you also tell the guys, low-scoring game, still very much in this. We can still be who we are.
It's a good point. I think on offense, this is not the time to reinvent the wheel. I think you stay true to who you are and what your identity is. And you've got to show confidence in your guys to go out and just execute better here in the second half.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Beck. Getting some heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin it other side. This offense has really been bad.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Pressure coming. And they got him for the sack.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Makes a move. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to...
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
And the defense comes up with the sacks. And this defense has been dialed in all day. Really, really good job. This offense is going to have to find something different, do something to try to stretch this D and make them feel uncomfortable.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
really tough on the offense. Third and long, it's tough to know you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that first down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turnover.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on third and long. Gets it out quickly. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down.
Really nice job there at the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on third down, setting up first and goal.
Scanning the field, it's back. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. When you see these Alabama linebackers demolish quarterbacks and wreck things in the backfield, you have to think of Derek Thomas in that 27-sack season in 1988.
27. That's insane to have that many sacks in a season, especially when they didn't throw the ball that much. But finding ways to get after quarterback. You've seen Alabama guys, they're built different, they're recruited differently, and they have a lot of success, and they get after quarterbacks.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Alabama 7, Georgia 6.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that pass is intercepted. Got some room to run. He's inside the 40, the 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Alabama! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the fourth. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He'll call for the fair catch here. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is...
And that is interception number 3 on the day. It's a fumble on the play. And a tremendous return will be stopped at the 28-yard line.
What a roller coaster on that play, Palmer. The defense gets the interception, and then he fumbles the ball trying to return it, but a heads-up play to fall on the football, and in the end, create the turnover.
It's amazing, David, because you know the defense practices getting turnovers. I don't know how often, though, they practice ball security. And they made that one interesting, but at the end of the day, the most important thing is to get the TO.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. They get him down. Tough run. Picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. He makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown, Bama. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Line gets set, first down. Looking to move it through the air. They're trying to get to it. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just...
Looking deep down the right side. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He wants a big play here late. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust?
And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
Well, this is huge for this defense because they're playing against a Heisman-caliber quarterback, a guy that can hurt them in a variety of ways. They better be able to get pressure on him throughout the course of this game. They did right there.
Extending the play. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Milroe. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on 4th down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing.
Going deep. And he reels it in inside the 30. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. They'll throw it on 1st down. Trying to get to it. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing. And you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those